Let's discuss the Kiely Rodni case. So, upon receiving word that allegedly Kiely Rodni's case was closed and contacting CHP in Truckee, a request was made for a FOIA on any information pertaining to the accident with the CRV that Kiely Rodni was allegedly driving. This request was denied. So, let's get into the reason for denial. I know, but don't lose hope just yet. So, it states the California Highway Patrol received a request for records on August 24, 2023. The Public Records Unit, PRU, has determined the department possesses records responsive to your request. However, records are being withheld pursuant to Government Code Section 7923.615. So, what is the Government Code Section 7923.615? Well, here it is, source listed. Check it out if you want to, but let's go over it real quick. This is going to be lengthy, so bear with me. A1. Notwithstanding any other provision of this article, a state or local law enforcement agency shall make public the information described in paragraph 2, except to the extent that disclosure of particular item of information would endanger the safety of a person involved in an investigation or would endanger the successful completion of the investigation or a related investigation. 2. Subject to the restrictions imposed by Section 841.5 of the Penal Code, Paragraph 1 applies at the time, substance, and location of all complaints or requests for assistance received by the agency and the time and nature of the response thereto, including to the extent the information regarding crime alleged or committed, or any other incident investigated is recorded. A. The time, date, and location of occurrence. B. The time and date of the report. C. The name and age of the victim. D. The factual circumstances surrounding the crime or incident. E. A general description of any injuries, property, or weapons involved. B1. The name of a victim of any crime defined by Section 220.261, and it goes on, so you guys can read those. Of or former Section 288A, the Penal Code may be withheld at the victim's request or at the request of the victim's parent or guardian if the victim is a minor. 2. When a person is the victim of more than one crime, information disclosing that the person is a victim of a crime defined in any of the sections of the Penal Code set forth in this article may be deleted at the request of the victim or the victim's parent or guardian if the victim is a minor. In making the report of the crime or of any crime or incident accompanying the crime available to the public in compliance with the requirements of this section. C1. Subject to the restrictions imposed by Section 841.5 of the Penal Code, the names and images of a victim of human trafficking as defined in Section 236.1 of the Penal Code and of that victim's immediate family other than a family member who is charged with a criminal offense arising from the same incident may be withheld at the victim's request until the investigation or any subsequent prosecution is complete. So that leaves so many questions. I have so many more questions. But like I said, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. This could be that the investigation is still open. I posted a video saying that CHP had been contacted, and when contacted, they had stated that the mate report was not finished, and until that report was finished, then all of the reports could not be combined to create an end report. But this does not seem to correlate with what CHP had said. So, little confused, gonna still get answers, not done digging. At least we know it was denied. But that does not mean that the next one and the next one and the next one will be denied. So, if it's still being investigated, awesome. Exactly what we're hoping for. If it's not, then sooner than later that CHP report will be available. Doesn't really give me many more answers, if not anything, more questions. So I'm not sure if that information was helpful or made things more complicated, but it does go and tell us that basically certain information can be redacted by the family due to certain situations, but all of those situations had to do with crime. So if this is an accident, then those wouldn't have nothing to do with this situation, it sounds like, right? Because, this is an accident still, until proven otherwise. But I'm not a lawyer, so if anyone that's watching has some knowledge on the penal codes and can share that in the comments, that would be greatly appreciated. So I get there's still team accident and there's not team accident, but remember, this is about a 16-year-old that lost her life, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and this is mine. You'll never convince me it wasn't an accident until you show me solid proof. You called it an accident before you had a CHP and FBI report. You have to prove that she accidentally drowned, and that cannot be proven until you tell us how that vehicle got into Prosser Reservoir, in my opinion. I hope each and every one of you is doing well. Long live Kiely.